Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Man, I could not do a video about this, man. I could not do a video about this. Like, it's crazy outside right now. The whole world been tuned in. I done had a couple nights that I couldn't even sleep. I'm up watching, waiting on the next drop. Somebody just dropped. Somebody else just dropped. It been crazy. A lot of back and forth, man. The boys was they was spitting, but they was also kind of hitting hard. You know, they was also kind of cutting deep. You know what I'm saying? I just could not talk about this because this is respectfully the greatest rap battle we have ever seen. This is the closest would have been like, it's crazy because I think there's only three other references where it would have been Nas and Jay-Z, it would have been Tupac and Biggie, and then it would have been 50 Cent and Ja Rule. They're the only three that I think that even come close to anything like this. Of course, Pac and Biggie ended in tragedy. But 50 Cent and Ja Rule, they had their run-ins where things got physical between them. You had Nas and Jay-Z. I don't really know too much physical things that might have happened. I'm sure there might have been something, but I know that, for them both being, two very powerful like figures in the hip hop community, you know, all of those three other situations were, the closest that we can get to what we're seeing now, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. This is crazy. It's so many things going on. This is such a complicated thing that's happening. People are uniting to bring Drake down. It's crazy. Like, never seen this before. I mean, now with Ja Rule, people united to bring Ja Rule down. He was number one at the time, and he was the juggernaut. You know what I mean? But and for whatever reason, they kind of, they was able to bring him down. Now I don't know if it's going to end the same way with Drake. Drake is a different kind of. Drake is different. I think they were saying people were crying. Drake fans was crying when Kendrick Lamar dropped songs about him, like that kind of thing. Like this is a different kind of thing. But those two guys, I want to say this. Those two guys said some things, man. They said some things. They were cutting deep, man. They were saying some things that you just wouldn't expect to hear in a diss, and almost almost everything is available to be said. Like everything is available to be said, like kind of like in a beef. I watch battle rap, so in battle rap, those people say some of anything. But what's odd is, and there's almost like nothing off limits. But there was still like some surprises in this that I probably wouldn't have heard in battle rap, I probably wouldn't have heard them in battle rap, So it's interesting to see how this all played out. And then it's so many people involved, and now we got shots fired, and apparently shots got fired some days ago. So, and I don't know how, I'm not saying who's connected to who. I kind of feel like there's like snitching or dry snitching or whatever. But, there were some shots fired and police is investigating, where now Drake's home did have a shooting. They said, I guess there were two shootings on his street. One was up the street and one was at his house, and his security guard apparently got shot. I don't know if anybody got injured at the other shooting that was nearby, but apparently his bodyguard got hit and he's at the hospital, and we're praying for him. And also, they said the Weeknd's manager got shot. I mean, the manager's security guard, or a security guard that's associated with the Weeknd's manager, got shot at the manager's home a few days prior. So the bodyguards is getting hit. It's just, Not saying that those two situations is connected, just saying that people are getting hurt who are involved in this beef, and it's not saying that those things are connected, but it's just you got fans, you got real situations where it's not random and it's targeted. You got a lot of things. You got a lot of people who got a lot of money. They know a lot of people. You know, it's a dangerous world right now. It's dangerous outside. But I would like to say, if we could have just enjoyed the music and heard the music. First of all, the music, to me, I knew things had gone too far. Things had just gone too far. They had just gone too far, Like, they just had went too far. Like, there were things said that should not be said. On both sides. On both sides. There's just things that should not have been said, on both sides. It just is what it is. So hold on, let me let my partners them know I'm on here right now. Hold on. Give me a second. Now, me and my clique, we be talking about this non-stop, right? We've been talking about this. I ain't gonna lie, this thing has had us glued to like our phones every day, everybody talking non-stop. One day, I think it was Monday, I didn't even go to sleep. We was texting till the morning. I'm down in Tampa right now, and we were texting until, hold on. Oh, you know what? I can't find the video. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I know what I gotta do. But yeah, one day we was texting, and it was like 5:30 when I realized what time it was, and I gotta wake up at 6 to go in. So I was like, dang, it's 5:30. And I'm trying to figure out why two of them still texting me. And I think Ski said he was headed to work. And I was like, what? So he was like, oh, bro, I'm headed to work. So that's why I'm up. I'm like, man, I ain't even been to sleep yet. I ain't know it was that late. I ain't know. All right, hold on, I'm trying to get there. There we go. But it's been so many videos and so much going on behind this. I got this. I got to get my little 2 cents in. I got to get my little 2 cents in, because everybody else got something to say. And there's plenty we could say about this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty we could say about this whole situation. A lot of people feel a lot of different ways. I'm seeing people saying, believe it or not, I'm seeing people saying Drake won. Now, I don't believe Drake won in this situation. This is a public opinion. Drake did not win, okay? Drake did not win. I'm not biased. I'm not biased to either side. I listen to Drake's music more. I do listen to Drake music more. But in this situation, the things that were said, whether or not they were true or false, they're just so damaging. Nobody wants to stand beside. Nobody wants to stand beside, the pedo stuff, Nobody wants to be beside that, okay? So that was such a damaging statement. Whether or not you think this person is real or from the street or is a better rapper or is a better song maker or whatever you consider it, there was just certain things that were said, and on both sides, I think that we need some proof before we get to calling, putting certain titles on people. Yeah, I just think we need some kind of proof before. We need some charges, man. We need something. We need some kind of witness statements. We need something before we start putting certain names on people. And at the same time, like, say on Drake's side, right? What he's saying, about, Kendrick cheating on his old lady or whatever. It's like, when did we start doing that stuff, That's why I was like, man, they really couldn't deeper than, I couldn't play with them. I ain't no hater. I don't care how bad I don't like you. I ain't gonna bring up your relationship or send your girl a message, like to like like I ain't trying to say I don't understand a dude smashing another dude chick in beef. I get that. I just mean like I ain't the kind of dude that'll be. I wouldn't be sending your girl pictures of you with another girl or nothing like that. I can understand if he was just trying to holler at her, like he was like, "Yo, what's up with you?" You know what I'm saying? I get that. I get that. But I don't do the look, you doing this. Like look at what he doing. He cheating on you. Like like when did we start doing that? Like, and so, those things, like they were both doing things, and don't get me wrong, I think that the pedo stuff is so bad, like nobody wants to stand by that. Nobody. Nobody. And the problem to me is that there's no real proof of that. But it puts this jacket on this title on somebody, and it's hard to shake that. You automatically win if you get to saying somebody did that. You automatically win whatever is happening, right? And I think it was very strategic, but just the street like just thinking about it in the streets, like you just don't do that. But they not in the streets, so I guess it is what it is. Like there's no who's real, who's fake for real. It's just things that both of them did that I wouldn't consider the most, you know, I don't know. That's why I said I couldn't play in that space with them. Like they both cut too deep for me. They both cut too deep. Like they both doing things that would be against what I would have thought would have been like the rules, like I mean, war is war, but I don't know. Like they just play different. I couldn't play with them. They pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You got to make sure you say pause. But no, I couldn't do certain things that they was down to do. So it just was too much for me. But I think that this is the greatest rap battle of all time. I don't know if it's over. I don't think that Kendrick is gonna stop at this point. I believe that Kendrick won by a landslide. I do believe that. Do I listen to Kendrick's music? No. Do I think Kendrick is a very, very good rapper? Absolutely. Pen game, crazy. If I want to vibe to something, if I want to turn up, if I want to chill, if I like the way a song sound or whatever, I don't go to Kendrick. I do think that the last song he dropped, I think Not Like Us, that's a slap. That slap. I'm glad he made it. That's something that I can actually, vibe to. But just overall, I think Drake is a better, he makes better songs. I think Kendrick is an elite rapper can rap with anybody. I don't think you can out rap Kendrick. I don't think anybody can out rap Kendrick. Even if you can rap as good as him, I don't think you out rap him. You might just have a different style. I don't think you out rap that. I done seen I've heard verses from Kendrick that didn't even make it into this battle. This battle was really about how hard we can cut, okay? I guess Dre said they fed him the information about the 11-year-old daughter that he supposedly had that's not actually real. And Kendrick made a song about that. And then, with that being one of his biggest hits, because I was texting in the group. I'm like, yo, if that boy got a daughter, it's over with. Like, if he has a daughter. But at the end of that song, he made sure he was trying to tell people to keep their kids away from him because he's a pedo. It was too much. It was too much. You automatically win with that. But now they got people shooting at each other and stuff. So I hope this can end well. We need somebody to step in, I guess. I don't know if anybody can quiet this storm at this point. And the problem with fans is, see, these guys are so famous. I don't think y'all know how famous these people are. Like, these guys are so famous. that are fans, like when I say it's fans crying when they listening to Kendrick's song because they Drake fans. Like they that emotional. And there's people who listen to Kendrick and there's people who listen to Drake. And both of these guys are like I'm me, okay? There's people who told me that I brought them through hard times just by doing these videos and being positive and stuff like that. They told me that I brought them through hard times, that if it wasn't for me, they might have done something to themselves. And I ain't nowhere close. I got like 40,000 subscribers, but I ain't got nowhere close to the millions and millions of fans and and stuff like that. So it's people who listen to these guys who, I don't want to say worship them, but damn, they worship them like gods for real. So when I just knowing that, you got super fans, you got people who would die for these guys, you got people who are like, some of them are already, let's just say they mentally crazy already, and but the music does something to them that makes them feel better. And if you attack that, they might attack you on both sides. Kendrick got people like that. Drake got people like that. Then of course you got the wannabes, the gangsters or the thugs that feel like they got a sense of importance because they near these two guys, these two forces of nature. And so to see people this famous and two of them that are at war, it would be the equivalent of Michael Jackson and Prince beefing, where they're making songs dissing each other, and it's like, who do you who do you who do you go with, right? Do you go with Prince or do you go with Mike? And I guess in this scenario, Drake is Michael Jackson, but then Prince says something about, oh my God, the pedo thing, right? Or he said something about whatever, right? So, but creates this thing. And then you got super fans who down the ride and shoot people's houses up for these guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's people who you don't have to be as famous as these two guys to get something done. But the fact that they are this famous and they are this rich, Drake house is $100 million. His security guard got shot at his $100 million house. $100 million. That's crazy, man. 100 million? That's 10% of a billion just in a house. Just a house, man. And then he did upgrades and all kind of stuff. And he's still buying more stuff, $100 million. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sure there's very few people living in $100 million houses. His house is $100 million, and there was a shooting at it. Whole street houses cost. Oh, hold on. Can you guys still hear me? Because my mic just got to charge it up. That probably gonna stay. But yeah, my mic just died on me. You feel me? But yeah, so what y'all think? I want your opinion. Do you feel like Drake lost? Or do you feel like Kendrick Lamar lost? What's your opinion? What's your opinion? I'll be honest. If you say, and don't get me wrong, there's people on Kendrick Lamar's who say that they're on Kendrick Lamar's side, like, who like, we cool with Kendrick. There's people on his side saying Drake won, or that Drake told the truth and Kendrick lied, and so therefore Drake won to them. Personally, I don't think it's possible to say Drake won in this. Oh, volume low. Dang, man, hold on. Volume low. I might just have to get closer. Let's see. How about now? How about now? Is it any better? Because I'm really not talking loud. Because I'm at this Airbnb. Might just have to. How about now? How's the volume now? Can you hear me? Let me know some. But But yeah, I was just really just saying like it's crazy how like all of this happening and in the whole world, like they talk about it on the news. Not well, they talking about it on the news now because it's a shooting, right? But they were talking about the fact that the songs were there was a battle. I'm like, damn, it's on the news. We made it. Like win or lose, like the battle is could like let's say Drake lost the battle. It's a little better. You know what? I'm gonna just come back on here tomorrow. We're gonna redo this tomorrow when I can talk louder. But we're gonna come back and we're gonna do this because we yeah, it's too much to unpack here. But for the even though Drake might have lost the quote unquote battle, they're both more famous than they ever was. Both of them, especially Kendrick, of course, but they're more famous now than ever before. This is crazy. These guys is man, I appreciate that, Max. Appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna come back on here tomorrow, and we're gonna cover this. I gotta go to an event in the morning. It's called Soft Week. I'm gonna show y'all all of, like what that is. Special Forces is crazy, so I'm gonna show y'all all that. But yeah, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the name. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. If I can end it.